Hello friends of GMS Magazine, and welcome back to our review videos or podcasts if you are listening to this in podcast format. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and today I am going to have a quick review of a game that it has actually very pleasantly surprised me after a gigantic success in Kickstarter. I'm talking about Santorini. Santorini is a rethinking of a game that came out in 2004, designed by Dr. Gordon Hamilton, with a massive, seriously massive success. But has it really improved at all? Santorini is a non-abstract game that allows you to create buildings that are reminiscent to the constructions found in the Greek island of Santorini. The game components include a bottom board that has an illustration about the sea around the island, where the island is placed. And there is a pedestal, it's a plastic pedestal that resembles some sort of cliffs. Again, very much in line with the looks of the Santorini island itself. You only have to look for a couple of photographs to see what I'm talking about. And then on top of that pedestal goes another board where the buildings are going to be located and placed. The board, once assembled, looks rather lovely, but personally I feel is a little bit unnecessary. Yeah, it looks fantastic, but personally I don't know, I just think that the money that's gone into producing that pedestal, that plastic pedestal, could have gone into improving the building pieces or a better minis or something else. It's just, I find it gorgeous to look at, but completely unnecessary for the play. Although yes, again, it looks really gorgeous. The building's shapes come in four different pieces. Three of them are the tiers for the building, so first floor or bottom floor, first floor or second floor. Well, three tiers: first, second, and third floor. And then you have the blue domes. Again, look at a photograph of Santorini, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's exactly the same. That go on top as a fourth tier, sort of thing. Although the pieces are very much alike, but the variation between the different walls, they are four-sided, they allow you to give enough variation when you put them on top of the board to actually give a very pleasant look, and without making the whole thing look very constricted and unrestricted. It's been very well thought out design-wise, and I appreciate that very much. The minis are very cute, and although they are not super duper detailed and mega fancy, but they do the right thing and they go very well with the overall art direction of the game. They are whimsical, they are a little bit caricaturesque, they are lovely. I really enjoyed it. The game mechanics are very simple. This game is for 2 or 4 players. Each round, each player can move a mini and place the building on the board. Moving can also mean placing the mini one level higher or lower than the current one. For example, if you have to build a bottom floor, and you have it built there, you can use your move to actually go on top of that bottom floor. Why? Because the winner is the person who is going to go on the third floor the first. So it's a race to go up as quickly as you possibly can. However, if you actually place a blue dome on top of the building, then that's it. That building is locked. It cannot be climbed upon, so your enemy cannot really use it to win the game, which is quite fun and sometimes unpleasant, I have to say, but really good fun. The game also comes with a deck of cards, and each card gives you a different ability or a restriction in the rules. That gives an awful lot of variation to the game itself. Now, I am not entirely sure, because the game I've seen is the Kickstarter version, so I'm not entirely sure how many of the 55 cards are Kickstarter versions, or if they all come with the base game as you buy it in shops. That I will need to find out, or you need to find out when you buy the game. Now, those cards are just gorgeous. They truly have been very well illustrated. The illustrations are really funny, all of them very consistent in the art style, and they are just absolutely lovely to look at, and there are a ton of them. And they've actually, the thing I liked about them is that they are very much in line with the power of the god or goddess or demigod or basically mythology personality that they reflect, which I thought was quite excellent. Santorini, as a conclusion, Santorini is a truly excellent game, though I must admit that when I played the first twice or thrice without any cards, I felt the game was a little bit oversimplistic. It's just a basically tic-tac-toe in 3 dimensions. That's all there is to it. So it didn't really engage with me all that much. But once you start to use the cards, and because there are so many of them that do so many different things, the game automatically gets a different feel to the whole thing, and it becomes a lot more fun. Personally, I didn't like playing a 4-player game because it's just too easy to get to a stalemate. It's too easy to just concentrate on screwing the other person and not be able to do anything else, and it is too easy for players to gang up against another player, and then that player cannot do pretty much anything, which is extremely frustrating. So as a 2-player, it is highly recommended. As a 4-player, I'm not so sure about it. I just didn't really enjoy it. Despite the overproduction of some of the components of the game, I think it's worth having in your collection. If you can get hold of it, by all means do. And I say the overproduction because although either the money dedicated to that pedestal could have gone into improving the other components, but it also could have gone into making the game a little bit cheaper. And I say that because at the time of publishing this review, the cost is around 75 euros, which is something like 60 pounds, and it's going to be about $70, which for a game like this is way too much. If you can get this game for anything about, you know, 30 pounds, $40, $45, 40 euros, something like that, by all means, do get it. You will not regret it, and the family will thank you. I certainly approve of Santorini, and now I really want to go to the island for holiday, and I'll let you know what it is like. But until then, thank you very much for listening or watching. Please remember to subscribe to YouTube if you're watching this video, and give it the like and let us know if you have enjoyed this review. And if you disagree with me, please let me know, because I always love to hear what you people have to say. So I very much look forward to hearing from you. I'm Paco Garcia, and until the next time, have a great time playing.